Alright, hello everyone. I did not mean to take, what was it, 3 days in a row off? That was not my plan. I just haven't been able to get here. There's nothing I have to address beforehand. It seems like my microphone levels, yeah, okay. It seems my microphone levels are a little weird. I might need to address that real quick. Because it seems if I even turn a little bit, you guys might lose. Yeah, that's not good. It seems like my levels are a little, maybe I just need to move my microphone closer to my face today. Maybe that's all it is. Get into it like that. Have a microphone right in front of my face. Either way, we'll get by. I'll speak up a little bit today. I'll be a little bit loud, a little bit animated. More so than I usually am. Let's go, let's go. And these dungeons are very, very cutscene heavy. I mean, it could realistically be all we do today. It's Dark Knight. Did it. These things are gonna go down real fast. Didn't know better. That's where you had a personal grudge against Magitech armor. Given the size of this place, I suspect there might be an armor or 3 to be had. Here we are. Not as bad as I thought. If I have half Marquez's talent for mending things, I should be able to get it working again. Listen, Soapy, we intercepted an Imperial communication indicating that the ultimate weapon is indeed being housed within the Praetorium. We learned also that the field which protects the compound is powered by no fewer than 3 generator towers. If you deactivate the field, you'll need to locate and disable them all. If you're to deactivate the field, and I'm here to help with just that. You got it, cutscene. I'll do just that. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, everything's going good in this run. It's gonna be most of the stream. Is going to be most of the stream. I don't know, do you think it'll take 3 hours? That's about how long I expect to stream. Nice, nice. Ah, who did that? Another one! I mean, there you are. I didn't have the patience to take the long way around. You've disabled the first generator. That leaves us with 2. I think they do take about an hour. That's why I'm like, get me close. Ah, bugger. That was me, wasn't it? Well, there's nothing for it but to press on. We must see up to the remaining generators before the enemy has a chance to regroup. You go on ahead, Sophie. I'll bring up the rear. Let's raise some hell. I like Soapy's psych emote a lot better than I like Ambrose. Ecto. Fine work, Soapy. Damn straight, it's fine work. Stand clear, I have a mind to loose some fireworks. Diverting all power to canyons. Man, my misreadings are weird today. Loose some fireworks and ready some cannons. Not to lose the fireworks in the Broke it, Sid. Oh yeah, perfect. Pokemon. I didn't know they had a Pokemon MMO. It's me, are you alright? That's an assault craft you're up against. Don't stand a chance with conventional weapons. We're gonna need something big to bring it down. A mortar, a cannon, anything. Hold on, Soapy, I'm on my way. The assault craft is destroyed. Oh, okay, so it's just a... I see. There she goes. Took down the ship and the generator in one go. Fools, you are resolved to die here. You might have done so without first making a mess of the place. That wouldn't have been fun. Livia. I see that Garland is not with you. More's the pity. I'd hoped to slay him myself, but never mind the traitor for now. So look forward to this meeting, Soapy sent Seek Novum. Yes, I know much more about you, about your strength and your hidden talents. See my high-pitched voice? I would sample them firsthand, and you will indulge me. Dun, dun, dun. I was quite taken with you and the powers you possess, this echo. Naturally, I could not help but wonder whom this prince among men might be. Only to discover that you are but another adventurer, no better than the multitude. Yet in spite of this, the masses hold you their champion and shower honors upon your head. It defies all reason. How is it that you could be such a thorn in our side? Wherever you appear, you leave havoc in your wake. You even slew Ratatin, one of our very finest. Well, I will not speculate. Truth be told, I couldn't care less how you had done these things. What matters to me is the fact that you have done them. If you're allowed to continue, you will eventually deprive me of all that I have toiled for. All that is mine by right. My minions, my comrades, even my Lord Gaius cannot have him. Whoa, that took a turn. His dreams and ambition, his body and soul, they are mine, do you hear me? All mine. I lost everything once before. I will not suffer it to happen again. I will kill you, adventurer. Only your death can bring me peace. Bring it. I ain't scared of a piece of popcorn. Yeah. Please, I cannot bear it. Don't take him away from me. My Lord Gaius. Kiss the lips on my helmet. Told you I wasn't scared of no piece of popcorn. Another poor fool who craved Gaius' affection over all else. May her soul know rest. This is it, Soapy. It's the final confrontation. Well, I've got good news, Money. That took about 30 minutes. Actually less, because I also had my queue time and everything. Also, it's 4:20! Though all hangs on your success, you must not let our plight make you desperate. Victory belongs to the bold, not the reckless. Bards are wont to sing of heroes who value their life, and at naught next to honor, love, and liberty. But I tell you now, that which men value at naught they sell cheap. Risk no more than you must. You hear me? Now, best you are off. You have to work to do. You have work to do. The both of us see that your preparations are in order, then report to Sid. He awaits you with the Enterprise at the Cerulean processing plant. May Rauker grant you strength. Alright, time for the big one. About 13 minutes from the end of the last duty into this one. We're starting at 44 minutes. So here we are. The ultimate weapon will almost certainly be housed within the depths of the complex. This is it, my friends. This is the most basic looking cat girl I've ever seen. Yeah, Dark Knight still technically has theirs, it's just they changed it to a thing that saps your MP regen, so you don't regen MP anymore. Ah, Sid, my boy, you are late. There's something I always meant to tell you, yet the time never seemed right. Concerned your father. What of him? In the winter of his years, Midas came to abhor his part in Meteor. He told me that he wanted nothing more than to wash his hands of the whole sordid business. But he did not wash his hands of it. He helmed the project until the day it killed him. Come now, Sid, you must know that he did not have the luxury of choice. By the time he realized his error, it was too late. Meteor had him completely in its thrall. Shortly before his transformation, mayhap sensing that something was amiss, your father confided in me all the regrets of his life, most of them concerning you. Early on in your career, he realized that you had a talent for devising armaments. It would never fulfill you. Long before you knew your own mind, he saw that you would be far happier using your knowledge for peaceful purposes. And the thought touched him. He was a changed man for it. Though he could not let it show. You blew holes in this place just so you could say this to me? What is it you want, Gaius? I want you at my side, Sid. Take up your father's mantle and become the Empire's lead engineer. It is your destiny. My father had a change of heart. You said so yourself. Besides, I have long known my destiny, and I assure you it lies not with the Empire. A pity. And what of you, adventurer? Will you not consider making common cause with me? With your powers joined to mine, we might do much for this realm. Together we could bring order to Eorzea and usher in lasting peace. The guy back there just looking at me. No. And I can expect no better answer than this. So be it. It was your strength that made me proffer my hand in friendship, and it is your strength that makes me proffer now my blade. Save as an ally, you are too dangerous to let remain. I know, I like how Gaius is like, this minor enemy will stop you. Knowing Gaius, he's headed for the Ultima weapon. If we find him, so too will we find our quarry. I just hope there's not any golems. No one could ever beat a golem. With these instruments we can monitor every nook and cranny in the Castrum. I think it's time we divided our force. Pray go on and give chase. I'll track your movements from here and guide you through the complex. I know we downed Ritalton and then Livia, and he's like, minor enemy will fell you. Yeah, he came back. I actually welcomed him when we were on that last lift. I don't know what he was there. Hey, don't look at me in that tone of voice. Wait a second, I know that tattoo. Ah, there she is. I trust you recognize our old friend. Maggie, was it? They must have shipped her from Sentry. Considering all she's been through, it's a wonder she's still operational. Tough old girl. Now that you're suitably armed, you can blast open that bulkhead. The external walkway will take you back there. Okay. Just longer. Oh, there we go. You just decided to wait back here. Worst experience. You know, I'll give you though that Todorock actually is an interesting design, at least, even if it's bad. I'm scared of arms. I have 2 of them. Rock also has like multiple pathways to get through. That bulkhead is composed of a special alloy, extremely tough. Ordinary fire won't leave the mark, I'm afraid. You'll need to divert all the power to the Magitech cannon, as I did so memorably once before. As you may recall, the armor's core is likely to expire from the stream, but there's no help for it if we want to press on. We have to kill our friend, the Magitech mount? Now listen, press the control, engage this in. Fire away. Don't mind the warning lights. Oh Lord, she humming. Oh no, my mammoth heart. No! You're a natural at this. Alright, the way's clear, but it's just you and your own 2 feet now, so be careful. I'll never forget you. What's your name? Oh, dang it, I didn't get the attack off. It's not voiced, right? For some reason I want to think some of these are voiced and none of them have been yet. I guess it's not till Gaius later. You've been leaving a fine mess in your wake, adventurer. I wish I could do his voice. His voice is so funny. Someone there. It's your best friend, Sid. Garland, old friend, how it warms the heart to hear your voice again after all these years. Hero, is that you? Sound well, it would seem this savage land agrees with you. Highest striking tribunus of the 14th. Is it you all this time? Tell me, Garland, how long do you intend to keep all the glory for yourself? You've lost me. Don't play the fool with me. Ever since the academy, I've been condemned to live in your shadow. By all objective measure, I was the more talented of the 2 of us, yet the fact counted for naught. Besides your privileged birth, you were admired as the young prodigy, simply because your father was the great Midas man Garland. When you defected, I felt sure my star would finally rise. But by disappearing, you acquire the status of a legend, your reputation's genius gaining credence merely by the dint of your absence. Instead of cursing you for a traitor, the people actually came to think of you more fondly. This day, you are still the prodigy of Magitek. I, meanwhile, have ever been made to feel the second rate. I, who have continued to serve our nation faithfully, whenever I fail to excel, why, it is only to be expected. Yet when I exceed all reasonable expectations, people proclaim that I walk in the footsteps of the great Cid, non bloody Garland. Nero, I don't know what to say. It matters not a whit what I achieve. Your existence has rendered mine worthless. Even Lord Van Belzar saw fit to offer you a place at his side. And this in spite of your betrayal. Did he extend any such offers to me? That man who has remained loyal to him for all these years? Why no, he did not. Long have I endured its injustice, but no more. Lord Van Belzar is in the midst of activating the fully powered ultimate weapon. It is my magnum opus, the creation that will win me the recognition I am due. I will not let anyone interfere. Nero, what are you? Oh, he yeeted that conversation. Ever since I first set foot in this benighted land, I have watched you. Every move you have made, every step you have taken. You have felled icons and made, possibly by the echo, a peculiar power which shields you from their corrupting influence. It is of little wonder that my lord has taken an interest in you. As have I, truth be told, it is my desire to harness your power for use in the ultimate weapon. Now let me show you my fucking hammer! Oh, I leveled up. Thanks for the level up, Nero. Bolshkiva. This changes nothing. The ultimate weapon is activated and it brims with the power of icons. Nothing can withstand its might. What about a guy in his pajamas? You alright? What of Nero? Fled? Damn it. In the instance prior to the blackout, the instruments detected a massive power surge from the deepest chamber. Gaius is certain to be there. We have no time to waste.
Look for the lips control panel. It'll be somewhere nearby. Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the ultimate weapon.
Goodness, they're voice acting now. I was beginning to get a bit fatigued. Yeah, that Astrologian's wearing
Gaius could be waiting for you down there.
very basic gear.
Oh, and don't even think about dying. You're too bloody useful. The interference is getting worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Looks like we're on our own, boys.
Tell me, for whom do you fight? How very glib. And do you believe in Eorzea? Eorzea Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing. In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? I was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well at Cartano and call them down?
Rauger will spank me.
They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether. Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's fate is bleeding the land dry. Nor is this unknown to your masters, which prompts the question, why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Soir, to grovel at their feet? The answer? Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise. For the world of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
But the weak are dead.
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the infinite ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will prove its salvation.
We faced outcomes of mendacity.
Champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, but none among you has the power to stop me.
Oh man, we bumping. Music's going. Oh, I missed. Oh well.
I had not thought to be so hard-pressed. Your strength is most impressive. Such power befits a ruler. Yet, you lack the resolve to put it to proper use. A waste.
Mapping the realm. I did it. Gosh dang it, that guy with his snoozing cap. I like the guy with the bandana in the back. He looks pretty good. He and the girl in the basic adventuring clothes. Good aesthetics. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, look at those HD textures.
Allow me then, hero, to do that which you will not.
It is. Somebody there is in like job clothes and they also look pretty cool. I think it's a caster, but I'm not sure which it is. That person's hardly ever on my screen. They're to my character's right, so to the left of them if you're looking at the character's face. I think it's a black mage.
Bear witness to the true power of the Ultima weapon.
Okay. Garuda time. Garuda's essence torn from Ultima weapon? Oh, I just noticed that Eidolon's been talking. It says, hearken unto me, Crystal Bearer, thy foe is darkness clad in steel. If thou wouldst triumph, thou must look to the light. Titans as well? Impossible.
But the Ultima weapon is all-powerful. Why does my enemy still stand? Can his strength truly be so great?
It is the blessing of light that confounds you.
Not my intention, it's this time.
Your foe acts under the protection of the crystal he bears.
So, this is what empowers him.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of darkness must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light. And so it shall, for the Ultima weapon is host to a power of which you are as yet ignorant.
Speak plainly, Ascian.
The heart of Sabik. It is the weapon's core, an enigma whose surface even the vaunted scholars of ancient Alec failed to scratch. The magic within has lain dormant for eons.
Of what magic do you speak?
A spell without parallel. Ultima. I sought the life force of the primals for no other reason but to quicken the core. For the true power of the Ultima weapon lies within its now beating heart.
Laha Brea, you got some freaky looking hands.
Laha Brea, what have you done?
No more than was necessary for my god to be reborn.
Damn you, Ascian.
The hour is at hand. Behold but a sliver of my god's power. And from the deep
darkest pit of the seven hells, to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
Protect me, Heidelin. Thanks, Heidelin.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
Oh, Heidelin. It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van Belzar, your enemy's shield is broken.
Thancred always gets the jobs first.
The rest I leave to you.
Except for
We will
Gunbreakers.
speak later, Ascian.
Gaius got that one first.
But first, I must deal with you. The question of who is mightier remains. Come, adventurer. Let us find the answer together.
Together we stand. Divided we stand just a little bit further apart. Yeah, that's the black mage I was talking about. Alright. Hallowed ground, you have a great use. The song would be so cool if it didn't have such a long wind-up so you never got to hear the rest of it.
No! No, no, no! Yeah. Heed me. The subjects of a weak ruler must needs look to a higher power for providence, and their dependence comes at a cost to the realm.
Not wrong.
The misguided elevate the frail, and the frail lead the people astray. Unless a man of power wrests control, the cycle will never be broken. You of all people must see the truth in this. You who have the strength to rule.
Taking a few missteps in your conclusion. He's going crazy! That astral weapon was freaking out down there.
Pathetic. You boasted of unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The ultimate magic. And still, you failed. So much for the glory of man.
Get down here. I'm gonna put the wanky in thanky wanky. I mean...
The growing imbalance afflicting the planet must be redressed. If it is permitted to worsen, the very laws of existence, both etheric and physical, will be warped beyond all recognition. Know you the root of this corruption? Hydaelyn. Like a parasite, she must be burned out if the planet is to recover. And
Okay,
not
soothsayer.
but the return of the one true god will ensure her complete excision. Yet, to pave the way for the Master's return, a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you and your scion accomplices cannot be suffered to interfere in this endeavor. You will not leave this place alive.
So that's the obvious difference in Gaius and the Ascians, that Gaius truly wants to protect the world.
Time your flame was extinguished, bringer of light.
The Ascians want to see the realm's demise. And the Garleans don't, their stance is really not either of those things. It's just kind of unbridled conquest. Get done, Lohi.
Hydaelyn cannot save.
Welcome to my echo chamber.
If thou wouldst pierce the shadows, make thee a blade of light.
What?
I like how everyone stands with their one leg bent a little bit more than the other. Even the Ascians do it.
The light, it binds them.
This is so corny.
They are so many.
so he wore the crystal around his neck. We just exorcised him. Did it. Alright. All by myself. Soapy did it. Dankwood, we gotta get out of here, bud. You might say we have an ultimatum. It's what's her name? Maggie.
And so my conquest ends, Cid.
Ain't no
In
size.
smoke
Gaius is a
and
badass.
ashes.
He's just Rufus in Final Fantasy VII.
Hear, feel, think. Warrior of light, beloved son. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee.
Take my reprieve.
Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
Be a beacon of hope.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Hey, you don't stop talking. I like that voice.
Admiral, all hands accounted for.
Alright, you got a good one too. Pick up,
He's
damn you.
still in there.
Cid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
Damn,
He's going to
Patholino.
make it, I know he is. Ida is right. We must have faith.
Cid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Damnation.
Please, Mother Hydaelyn. Please light his way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions returned safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
I don't think that was supposed to be so funny.
Oh!
Sophie's like, what?
Our Warrior of Light.
Yes! The hero returns!
Look! Thancred is with him!
Thank the 12!
That's why it's red.
Thank Hydaelyn.
Welcome home.
It got chilly in my room. Just all of a sudden.
You almost got us killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Mind your horns there, man-bull.
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless...
Yeah, Alphino, shut up. Where's your sister at? She's the cool one.
For now, we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream for which you gave your life.
The ground is so shiny. Goban, quit taking Nanamo Unamo's
Friends,
place.
the dread night of Imperial tyranny and Ascian machination is ended. A new day now begins in Eorzea.
True to their name, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, along with our champion, have delivered us from darkness.
Let their shared victory serve to remind us of our shared history. And let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
T. Axelrod.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
Such a Thancred name.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
No nation stands alone. If one should fall, so shall we all. Eorzea is our shared home. For any one of us to know peace, so too must our neighbor.
Just as we join in solidarity before you this day, so too shall our grand companies be joined henceforth to strive not only for the good of mere nations, but for the good of all the realm.
Change will not come overnight. Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for. You would repay their sacrifice by looking to the future.
A future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
I have a gun.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era.
The 7th Astral Era is come!
And thus is ours a realm reborn!
Oh, they said the thing! I did it!
To all of my children, in whom life flows abundant, to all of my children, to whom death hath passed his judgment, tell us why, given life, we are meant to die. Help us in our cry.
Thank you, Quality Assurance. You made a good game. The dang carpet in my room, like, makes it where my wheels don't roll smoothly. So, like, you're either in this position, you know, I can't remember, either in this position or in this position. You can't, like, smoothly gradient them. So I'm either, like, suffocating on my desk, or I'm, like, way back here. They spell localization with an S instead of a Z. That's how you know there was British English input. You know what surprises me is that like Twitch footage that I do of this game, I record it in 30 FPS. I play it at 60, but I record it at 30. And it looks better recorded than it does playing actually on 30. It feels terrible and looks bad. You just do it at 30. It's something about their frame limiter, I guess. Or it could just be something between the refresh rate and frame rate not being 1 to 1 or even 1 to 2. That really exacerbates it, but it's bad. Andrew, Andre, Andres, Andrea. Special thanks. No. Doing a lot here, aren't we? Uh-oh, I'm dying. Shut up, money.
What is it?
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings! Chaos and carnage!
Chaos and carnage!
It is an abomination! A primal has awakened!
Dang, they throw you right into that nonsense.
Bahamul, move.
Amut stirs. Ashtrot. I have no idea who he is.
One Azaz move.
I do remember Gale, as will the others, ere long. That lightning. Question of whether Eorzea's champion shall yield, but of when. Reales. Each passing moment we draw closer to the reckoning. His freaky hands again. One true God. I don't think that last cutscene was Zodiark. I think it was just Hydaelyn exhausted. I think maybe it was just her losing her brilliance, but I don't know. It might be Zodiark. I feel like I remember Zodiark looking different, though. Thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. Where there is light, there is always shadow. Okay, Kingdom Hearts. Alphino and Menphilia. Alphino, why do you think you're special? Go wait outside with everybody else. Because you have money. The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origin of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago, to be precise. A great sacrifice we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the At great sacrifice we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals. We cannot allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions. Yet our struggle continues. Please continue to stand with us. Hey, you bet. Thanks for the Fantasia, Philip. You can now fly while mounted in Lenosha, Thanalin, the Black Shroud, Kurth, the Central Highlands, and Mordona. Also spit your food out. Yuck. Soapy, it pleases me to see you well. I haven't left. You excuse me for interrupting, Soapy. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. Just now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Thank you, my lady. Ever since we defeated Gaius Van Baelsar and destroyed his ultimate weapons, the eyes of the world have followed our every move. Where once we worked in secret with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his support, a true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, their message is the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. The gentleman Tataru spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have to resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his own. Alas, the Syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interest of individual Eorzeans. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant consideration? Our Valdesian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you. Yet, my urge to share in this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are likely to have their own opinions on the matter. Recall our meeting with the Admiral, shortly after the Laminsons set word of the summoning of Titan? Then mayhap you also recall my words to our host. I said unto Merylvid that her people have broken their treaty with the kobolds, and that the beastmen have justly responded. That we have been called to intervene in a conflict which she herself had invited. I spoke, in short, the truth. And wherefore did I speak it? Because, owing no allegiance to Limsa, I felt no compulsion to allow the Laminsons to distort the facts to fit a narrative which justified their actions and absolved them of guilt. Upon this subject, Menphilia can expect a similar reply. Our many dalliances with the city-states have already weakened our claim to neutrality, but the path she contemplates would see us relinquish entirely. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the antecedent. Those gifts bring damnation. Oops. Alphino, Soapy, is aught amiss? Desired counsel until you shall have it. Menphilia, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn must leave. We must do what? So long as we remain within Uldal's territory, we'll never be free to act with impunity. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. Surely you realize they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetheryte. They know full well how beneficial one would cause, which is why it and other favors will be denied to us unless we cooperate. Ul'dah is no longer suitable, then where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of these great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agreed to be beyond borders. The moon! Mordona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise. It lies within a neutral territory, offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with people over there, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. You yourself observed we have the invaluable ties of the local community. Ul'dah is our home, Alphino. To cast aside everything we've built and start anew in the desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision's yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose for which moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did, that makes us more than mere comrades. We are as much your family as... That will be all, Alphino. Sure, you have some familial affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. Being Ul'dah, has it truly come to this? Oh, Sophie, pray attend to Alphino. He is engaged in some business or other that requires your assistance. And pray be on your way. Alphino waits upon you and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have his answer in due time. Confound it, she knows what must be done, and yet she hesitates. All because of these fanciful rumors. I should explain. Menphilia's mother, well, adopted mother, was among the great many who perished during the Lamalin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Avery. Not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may have imagined, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge what happened. Her body was never found, added to the speculation. Menphilia too struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamin's absence stretched for months and years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. Until recently, added. For whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamin is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Eliud, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress description has been seen of late at the seaside resort in Costa del Sol. If we should succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Menphilia's heart might be assuaged. I have no idea what that word is. I mean to set forth for Lenosha at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire. Okay, well, I will do a little bit of reading to see. I would hate to start the Crystal raids, the Crystal Tower raids, if I completed the first one, but then I had to get a further main scenario quest progress. So I'll see how far I need to go in the main scenario quest before we do the Crystal Tower raids. I would like to do the Crystal Towers as soon as possible. I would also like them all to be done in one stream. So those two conditions, as soon as I can meet both of them, we're going to start the Crystal Tower. Yeah. Other than that, I think that we are just going to be doing the main scenario, and it's a slog. It's going to be a lot. But for today, we beat the base game, so I'm happy with that. Into the Astral Era. Alright. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.